Good everybody, hope you are having a good week. It's Tuesday today. Yeah, a little bit going on out there. What I wanted to do in today's video is go through and explain to you a couple of different options that you've got when you're trying to choose between one trade or another. I'm going to work from my watch list today, looking at the two Litecoin pairings right now. We've got Litecoin against Bitcoin and we've got Litecoin against the dollar, both of which we can use leverage with, which is great if you know what you're doing, scary if you don't. Now, what I want to show you is this, okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to start here with Litecoin against the dollar. Throw this up on the daily, and what you'll actually note here is, of course, we've got some things that you're very well aware of now. Higher lows and higher highs, okay? We've got a good trend there. Really nice looking trend, another higher low here, higher high. So a micro trend within the macro, looking quite good. The weekly also looking quite nice here with you know, an uptrend on that weekly. One of the more bullish pairs out there right now, and that's why I'm sort of focusing my attention on it as we speak. So even though we're back into the cradle zone on the monthly, I'm focused more on the daily and weekly for the time being for my opportunities. So one thing is where we've come back to into that cradle zone. Now I was looking at this morning as a potential trade to set up on the 12-hour. And of course it broke down, it's a cradle trade, it broke down through the lows first, so therefore I cancelled my orders as per the rules would suggest. Now what you'll see is again, we pull back into this area. So I like this on the daily at the moment. There's nothing more interesting for me than the daily time frame. I'd love to see a small little bullish candle somewhere down here with a relatively tight stop loss. Now, if I go and compare that now to Litecoin against Bitcoin, you'll see a very similar chart. As a matter of fact, this chart is actually stronger. It's pushed on much, much harder, having had a very good run for a very long time now. You'll note that on the weekly, it's had a very strong run against Bitcoin up to this level here. On the monthly, look, it's outside of that cradle zone, and it's a bit ugly on that monthly chart, to be honest with you. But again, it looks really nice on this daily. So how do I decide what to do here? Well, there's a number of things. For one, the bonus factors within our trading list. We're looking at a potential crypto cradle trade here, so therefore we go through our essential lists and then our bonus factors to decide whether or not we would take one over the other. The other option, of course, is to check how much space there is to run. Now, you'll note that there is a line here. This is a very strong, significant point for which we saw a break down. As a matter of fact, that break really saw the beginning of a very sharp move down on Litecoin against Bitcoin, and some very good money was made throughout that fall. A really, really nice trend. And of course, since those lows, we have crept back, and it is looking a heck of a lot more bullish right now. But there is resistance there. Let's go and have a look at Litecoin and see exactly where that resistance is on Litecoin, and if there is in fact any at all. Well, you can see here this resistance goes through, or sorry, this support is here. Now that can act as resistance on the way back up. It's broken down cleanly, and I wouldn't be surprised to see resistance be found there on the way back through. Note that we're at $54 now, up at $73.60 or about $74 is where that level is. We've got a lot more space for momentum to the upside against the dollar than we do against Bitcoin. Now, both would fit the rules as far as going for 1-to-1 minimum before resistance, but if I was to choose out of two, I'd probably go for Litecoin against the dollar. And that is the reasons as to why. So it's not just about finding the trade, it's about finding the best trade. Of course, if you wanted to hedge your bets, you could go 1% split across both, 0.5% Litecoin Bitcoin, and 0.5% Litecoin against the dollar. These are some of the options you've got available when you're looking for your trades. And don't forget, guys, it is Women's Week here at Trader Cobb this week, which means that you've got 30% discount until the end of the week, midnight, Friday night. So I suggest you get involved, go to the website, and you'll see all the instructions there as to how you can take advantage of a very deep discount and get your mothers, your sisters, and your girlfriends into the space right away. Have a great day. Bye for now.